So today we're putting the motor in the car.
We're gonna lift her in, tilt it, and just get it fitted, see how it fits, put the drive shafts in, motor mounts, see what happens. I'm gonna talk about the motor mounts a little bit. So we got 3 custom motor mounts for the H22 into the Civic. We have the one in the rear that gets bolted to the back of the motor. We have the one for the driver's side, which again goes on the motor block. There's a mount, there's a receiver. This will go onto the motor itself and sit in there with the nice thick polyurethane bushing. And then we have one big one that goes, this will bolt on the side rail here. This will go on the motor, or on the transmission. This is the transmission mount. So in total, we got 3 mounts. They're all custom. They're fitting pretty good so far. We're pretty happy with it. So we're gonna get these all tightened up, put the ones on the motor, and then see how they fit. I can do by hand a little bit.
Yeah, we can't fit any sockets in there, so we're stuck using a box end wrench.
Yeah, feels like 1962 in here. Aside from the whole Civic motor swap. Alright, I bet this is probably close to torque to spec. What do you figure, like...
It looks tight to me.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. I heard the click. Might have been my spine, I don't know.
Alright, so progress we've made so far. We've gotten the front motor mount in. Now we are going to work on the transmission mount and getting that thing bolted up. So that's what's going on now. Well, the motor's in the car. We got all the motor mounts installed properly. It was a very tedious job getting everything to line up the way it should. So there was a couple of times where we had to undo the motor mounts and try it in a different order. Turned out that we had to do the back motor mount first, and then after that we could proceed to the trans mount. And then after that one was done, then we had a little bit of trouble getting this one to line up again. So it took a little bit of doing. We actually had to add some spacers to it because I don't think the mount itself was made properly. It seemed like it was bent out of place a little bit. So we did a little bit of pounding and added some spacers, and it seems to be all lining up now as it should. Only problem I thought we would face is the motor sitting a little high in the engine bay. As you can see, it's sitting pretty high in there, so I was worried about whether or not the hood was going to close. But I just installed the hood and gave it a test, and believe it or not, it does fit. So let's see how it looks here. And it lines up perfectly, so very happy with the progress so far.